say it ain't so. Mitchell Gibson is the first goalie the Capitals have drafted since Ilya Samsonov in 2015, but they may be thinking twice about their selection after a recent shocking interview. Gibson spoke with a local Philadelphia CBS station and revealed that both he and his family, daughter Flyers fans. Insert dramatic music. "I think my family will always be Flyers fans in their hearts, and I guess I will be a little bit," Gibson admitted, hopefully with guilt in his voice. Gibson was selected by the Caps in the 4th round of the 2018 draft, but clearly the scouts did not do their homework. It's as if Gibson grew up a hockey fan in a place like Phoenixville, PA. About an hour outside of Philadelphia, without anticipating the future that he may one day be drafted by a rival team like Washington. Shame, shame. The young netminder tried to make up for his horrifying admission later in the interview. "The Capitals are definitely treating me well right now, so I would like to be their goalie," he said. A likely story. Gibson is only 19 and set to begin his first collegiate season at Harvard in 2018, so at least there is still time for Gibson to overcome his shameful past. And hey, it could always be worse. At least he's not a Penguins fan. More Capitals news. The dog days of summer are officially here, but it's never too hot to talk some hockey. Capitals correspondent JJ Regan is here to help you through the off-season doldrums as he discusses key questions facing the Caps for the upcoming season as Washington prepares to defend its title for the first time in franchise history. Today's question: how will Ilya Samsonov play in his first season in North America? What else is there to say about Samsonov's time in the KHL? In the limited action he saw, playing for Metallurg Magnitogorsk, he looked every bit the starting goalie the Caps hoped he would one day be when they drafted him in the first round of the 2015 draft. Now, finally, he is ready to start his North America career. What makes the transition from Europe to North America difficult? First, Samsonov is adjusting to a new country and a new language. Second, the workload in North America is much larger, even in practice. He probably saw more shots today than he saw in a month of practice in Russia, and this was nothing, Director of Player Development Steve Richmond said during development camp. "For me, that's the biggest thing for him, is to learn how to practice in North America, and then there's the rink size. The game is faster for goalies in North America because of the smaller rink. Scoring chances develop much more quickly, and Samsonov will also be dealing with different angles. It also means dealing with a lot more traffic in front of the net. He is going to have to learn more how to track the puck through a screen and to react much more quickly. I tried to watch Samsonov closely in development camp. His size definitely stood out. He takes up a lot of the net, but is still very athletic and very quick in and out of the butterfly. As big as he is, however, he seems to play very low to compensate for his size, which leaves him vulnerable up high at times. He would make a handful of very good saves, then let in a soft one-glove side or in the corners because he was playing too low. Those areas of his game can be improved on with practice so long as you have the skill, and Samsonov certainly has that. Samsonov has been elite at every level he has played, and there is no reason to think that won't continue in the AHL. Having said that, there is just too much he needs to adjust to expect him to be ready for the NHL at this point. He needs as much playing time as possible at the AHL level before he is ready. As long as that's where he spends the season, I expect him to put up similar numbers to the 2.31 GA, .926 save percentage he managed last season in the KHL. Other key Caps questions: there are no signs of Alex Ovechkin slowing down heading into his first season after winning a Stanley Cup. Bovada just released their latest odds for the Hart Memorial Trophy, the NHL's most valuable player award, and Ovechkin was tied with the third best odds to win in all of the NHL at 10/1. He was joined by two other Washington Capitals, Nicklas Backstrom and Yevgeny Kuznetsov, both at 50/1 odds. Here are all the odds for the top 11 players. Connor McDavid 10/3, Sidney Crosby 13/2, Austin Matthews 10/1, Alex Ovechkin 10/1, John Tavares 10/1, Taylor Hall 15/1, Nikita Kucherov 15/1, Nathan MacKinnon 15/1, Mark Scheifele 15/1, Andrei Kopitar 18/1, Yevgeny Malkin 18/1. The only two players ahead of the Great Eight are the 21-year-old McDavid and dreaded rival Crosby. Even with the immense amount of alcohol that has been consumed in the past 2 months, Ovechkin is still commanding respect in Vegas. It is hard not to when he turns around these intense off-season workouts. At 32, Ovechkin led the NHL in scoring with 49 goals a year ago, the seventh such time he has done so. Already the 2018 Conn Smythe winner has 3 MVP trophies to his name, one more than Crosby, and there is no telling what to expect now that the 11-time All-Star has a Stanley Cup title. In his 11 years in the league, Backstrom has never received any votes for the Hart Memorial Trophy. Kuznetsov only has done so once, and that was in the 2015-16 season. More Ovechkin news.